Hey guys, welcome back to Gluten Free. Today I'm going to be trying a bunch of different brands of gluten-free bread and try and judge and see which one I think is the best. I'll be judging them based on their taste, texture, and the nutrition label. Let's get started. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to this channel so you can be the first to know about new content I post. And if you're still hungry for more, be sure to follow our blog and sign up to receive our monthly newsletter. When I started my gluten-free diet, I kind of just figured that bread was a thing of the past, or that it would be too expensive to buy, or there wouldn't be enough brands to choose from. And I honestly didn't think that it would taste that close to normal bread, so I stayed away from it for a while. There's quite a variety of gluten-free brands out there, and I decided to go with the 4 that I thought were the most common or most likely to be seen in stores near you. The first brand I'm going to be trying is Udi's Soft White Sandwich Bread. For this bread, I gave the taste a 9 out of 10. It tastes really good and it holds sandwiches up very, very well. The texture, I gave an 8 out of 10. It's still pretty good, but it's not my ideal bread texture. And for the nutrition label, this one was actually the most unhealthy out of the 4 that we have sampled. Next, I'm going to be trying Canyon Bakehouse. This bread I gave a 7 out of 10 for the taste. It's good, but it's just not the best bread I've ever tasted. For texture, I gave it a 6 out of 10. This one's pretty hard, and even when you toast it, it still feels like you're kind of like crunching on things, which I wasn't a huge fan of. It is the ancient grains type, so that might make it a little bit crunchier, but I didn't really like the texture. And this one was the second healthiest out of the 4 that we were tasting. Next, I'm going to be trying the Energy Light Classic White. And this was probably the best tasting out of the 4 that I've tried. I gave the taste a 9 out of 10. And for texture, I gave it an 8 out of 10 because although it is big slices, which I really like, it's kind of weak bread. So if you make like a sandwich with it, it sometimes starts to fall apart a little bit, but still really good. And this was also the healthiest out of all the brands that we tested. And lastly, we have Char's multigrain bread. This one is probably the most common. It's the one that I've seen in stores the most and the most people knew about it. For taste, I gave this one an 8 out of 10. It has good taste, but the same problem with the Canyon Bakehouse one. Sometimes it does have like a grainy taste in it that I'm not a big fan of. For texture, I gave it a 7.5 out of 10. They're kind of small pieces of bread, and they do get a little hard, and they're harder than normal bread would be. And out of the 4 brands we tried, this was the 3rd healthiest. So after doing taste test, texture test, and nutrition label test, the winner is the Energy Light Classic White. This one tastes the best, they had the biggest slices, and based on the nutrition label, I went off of total fat, sodium, carbs, and protein, and this one had the best label. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to make sure you're getting the newest content from Gluten Free, and as always, thanks for watching!